What's up, a Cinema Shogun here, and surprisingly enough, a lot of you all have reached out to me wanting me to make more videos on Britney Spears. And honestly, I don't know why. Because I know my opinion on what's been going on with her, at least for the last couple of months since she got off this conservatorship, is not the popular opinion. But I feel like this is one of those situations where everyone is kind of afraid to say something. You know, they want someone else to be the person to say it. It's like, you spot some red flags and you don't want to be the person to say something, but you hope someone else does. And maybe you encourage other people to step up and say something so you don't have to suffer the backlash. Because when it comes to Britney Spears, I think a lot of people shy away from saying how they really feel about what's going on with her right now, because you just get relentlessly attacked by these random crazy Britney fans that think that she can do no wrong, and they encourage all of her behavior. And you know what? I don't got no time for those type of people. If you're not mature enough to have an adult conversation, then I don't got no time for it. But I decided I would talk about this once again because I have some new information I would like to share with you all. And, I think it's just time to take the kid gloves off. It's time to take the kid gloves off. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. But I'm going to try to give y'all a nice tall glass of water today. And hopefully, you will take a sip. Now, just like I start all of my Britney Spears videos, let me start by saying this. I am not a troll. I am not a hater. I am not here to hate on Britney Spears. I am here because I am concerned about Britney Spears. I'm not even necessarily here to share my opinions. I came here with facts. I came here with receipts. And I came here with evidence. And yes, we will get to the part where Britney Spears gets naked and runs around the beach on Instagram right after claiming she had a miscarriage. We will get to that. But first, I feel like I have to give you a bit of a backstory to really understand where I'm coming from. For you to fully grasp what's going on here, we have to rewind all the way back to the beginning. Where does it all start? Well, it all starts with me, a kid in the 90s. I'm a 90s baby. When you're a 90s baby, some later 80s babies as well, Britney Spears is like etched into your life. She's part of pop culture history. She's part of your childhood. It's nostalgia. So Britney Spears has always been, Britney Spears to me. I've always liked Britney Spears. I'm not a super fan. I'll never claim to be. But Britney Spears was a big part of my childhood. Like, when I think of some of the biggest musicians from my childhood and some of the biggest songs from my childhood, Britney Spears is right there, for sure. So, when it came to this Free Britney movement, I wasn't someone that knew everything that was going on, but I know more than the average person. Like, I didn't hang on to every single detail and every single piece of information that leaked out during the Free Britney movement. But I'm very aware of a lot of that stuff. And I'm very aware of some of the horrible things that she went through. It was absolutely horrible. Never do I agree with the conservatorship. I want you all to understand that before I even go any further. I don't agree with the conservatorship. I didn't agree with it then. I don't agree with one going forward. At least definitely not from her father. But I also believe there's a lot more messed up things that happened to Britney. And there's a lot of twisted things going on behind the scenes with Britney that runs way deeper than a conservatorship. I'm sure some of you all know what I'm talking about. Some of the stuff that's done to child stars, I don't even want to get into it on YouTube, honestly. But there's some really dark, twisted things. So I think it's even deeper than a conservatorship. But hey, all right, we'll just leave it surface level. So I was aware of the conservatorship. I was aware of the Free Britney movement. I wanted Britney to be free as well. But it wasn't something that I was fully on top of, but I knew more than the average person. But when I really started paying attention to Britney Spears again is when she got off of the conservatorship. Because I went and followed her on Instagram. I was happy because she was free. I was ready to see her live her best life. So, time goes by and often I'm scrolling through Instagram and a Britney Spears post comes up. And it's her twirling around in circles over and over again in the same living room over and over again. Another day goes by, another Britney Spears post pops up. And it's her twirling around the living room again. Sometimes there's dog poop on the floor. Sometimes there's random animals running by as she twirls around to whatever song she's twirling around to that day. And I'm like, okay, this is kind of, okay, I guess this is what she wants to do. I'm glad she's free. If this woman wants to twirl around until she gets dizzy in her living room 24/7 for the rest of her life, I'm happy for her. Cool. Days go by, I'm looking through Instagram, another Britney Spears post pops up. And it's these little fashion shows she does where she walks up to the camera. They're the same every single time. It's so repetitive. Walks up to the camera. She sways side to side. Then she pulls down her pants a little bit like she's about to show her coochie. And then pulls it back up. And then another repeat. Those kind of struck me as odd because it's always like the same movement with her. And it made me feel like she feels an obligation to do like this trained movement every time she's on camera. And the fact that she always felt the need to like pull down her pants, it struck me as odd. And I'm not like some person like, oh my God, she's pulling down her pants and clutching my pearls. Oh my God, I can't take nudity. I'm not that type of person at all. But I just find it odd that even when this woman would like dress up in like dressy clothes, like she's a businesswoman, she would still pull down like her pants. And it's just like, it was almost like something that's been etched into her by someone else. And I just kept getting this feeling as I was looking through her Instagram post that this like woman was like, it just came across as someone that was brainwashed or something. It literally started to freak me out more than any horror movie could ever freak me out. I literally would freak myself out simply by looking through her Instagram post. And this is not a joke. I am dead serious right now. But the main thing that stuck out to me wasn't necessarily the odd twirling around, the weird swaying that she always does. It was the look in her eyes. My mom taught me at a young age that the eyes are the window to the soul. And I fully believe that. I think you could tell a lot about a person by simply looking in their eyes. And Britney Spears just had this blank stare. Almost like there was nothing going on behind the eyes. And it really, really was alarming to me. So after seeing all this, and this was just me casually strolling through Instagram, not even going to her page, I would just see it and I would be like, man, this is weird. Okay, whatever. So I decided to go through her comment section because I wanted to see, am I the only person that thinks this is kind of odd? Am I the only person that notices something is up here? Something is wrong here. And I go to the comment section and I see, yes, queen, slay queen, you go girl, this is awesome. And I was just like, so no one else sees anything slightly off here? Am I the crazy one? Is something wrong with me? Because when I go on this woman's Instagram profile, I literally get freaked out. I get the heebie-jeebies. Like, that's the best way to explain it. It feels like a psychotic trip in a twisted, like, circus. I don't even know how to explain how her Instagram feels to me. But no one was saying anything. So I started to, like, pay attention just a little bit more. And I'm not trying to sound mean here, but, I'm trying to be honest. I came here to be honest. So sometimes it just seemed like her hair was like unwashed. And like, I was just noticing the mascara just looked like her mascara always looks like it's been caked on for days. Like 5-day-old mascara, runny. Like the look that they give you in movies to make you look crazy. Like when there's a crazy person in a movie, they always do the messed up mascara, right? That's just a trope, a Hollywood trope. And I know that maybe it was in style at some point in like 1999. And sometimes there's looks where you pull off that type of mascara look. But it was just always this old caked up mascara that kind of made her eyes look even crazier. And I would wonder, like, is Britney Spears like still think this is in style? Is this just what she wants to do? Does she have a makeup artist because she's rich? You know, usually these type of people have makeup artists. So I'm like, is there literally a makeup artist that's making her think this is a good idea to make her look crazy? All types of theories were going through my mind. But as time went forward, more and more mysterious, weird posts, I started noticing that the captions never made sense. They were just discoherent ramblings. And then I started noticing that people were saying stuff that people were starting to notice, but they were getting shut down immediately by a lot of these people in the Free Britney movement. Now, I have nothing against the Free Britney movement, although I never like to, I don't take part in movements, if you will. Like, I don't do that. But I'm not saying like the Free Britney movement is bad. I believe there's a lot of awesome people in the Free Britney movement. Some of you all watching this are probably in the Free Britney movement, and I believe most of you all are good people. But there's some people who are just like really crazy, and they can't stand it if you just voice concern. So then I looked into something, and I'm not going to get too deep into this, but I will share this screenshot. I noticed there were a lot of bots that would literally go on every post and just post the same exact comment, basically trying to go after anyone that would voice their concern for Britney. And I was like, well, who the hell would do something like that? When fans were just trying to say, hey, Britney, is something wrong with you? Is everything okay? They would get attacked. And a lot of those profiles were bots. And I'm going to have to make a different video about that. But you know, I sat back, I didn't voice my concern until the day she announced that she was pregnant. Now, when she announced that she was pregnant, that was the day that I made my first video on this situation. And in that video, I expressed some concern because, you know, it's not my business, I would say. I guess nothing's our business, really. Britney puts us in her business herself. But it was something I was just not going to touch on. But once another life was going to be brought into this world, you know, it's no longer just about Britney. It's about the well-being of her child. And is Britney of sound enough mind to raise a child? And what type of effects would that have on Britney psychologically? And what types of effects would Britney have on that child psychologically? So I made a video expressing my concerns. I pointed out the fact that I'm not sure that Britney is okay. You know, I tried to be as nice as possible. I didn't point out reasons as to why I thought that, but I tried to be as nice as possible about it. And, you know, I was concerned because Britney, as far as I knew, she had been on like this birth control for years. Her father wouldn't let her have this child. She's a 40-year-old woman. She just got out of a conservatorship. She has all of these issues that she's going through right now. So I was concerned about her bringing a child into the world. You know, I was concerned that, you know, that would be a high-risk pregnancy. But Britney fans immediately tried to shut me down. Oh, you don't know what you're talking about. Older women have babies more and more nowadays. Britney will be fine. Now's the perfect time for Britney to have a baby. Britney's not going through anything mentally. Britney's fine, what have you. So I'm like, okay. All right. Now, I pointed out that I thought something was going to happen. I pointed out also that I wasn't so sure if Britney was even pregnant in the first place. Because the post where she announced that she was pregnant was kind of off. It was kind of awkward. And her behavior after that was kind of awkward. So I just let people have it. You know what? All right, whatever. Okay, cool. Days go by, weeks go by, a lot more really disturbing Instagram posts get posted. And then she starts posting nude on Instagram multiple times. You know, that was trending on Twitter. And then she announced a miscarriage. Now, when she announced that she lost her baby, it was like not a shock in the least bit. Like, I was as straight-faced as I am right now, because I saw it coming from a mile away. Because I don't think Britney was ever pregnant to begin with. Now, I made a video already. You can go back. I don't want this video to be a whole rehash of that. But you could go back and you could watch that video. And I broke down a lot of reasons why I didn't think she was pregnant. And I laid it out before people like, hey, here's several occasions where we've been lied to. Either Britney Spears is lying to us, or someone running her social media page is lying to us. I tried to lay it out before people. Some people still don't want to listen. Because like I said, you could lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. So Britney Spears announces this miscarriage. A lot of people get upset because I say that I don't think it was real to begin with. And then I laid out, the evidence for people. Because recently, Britney was posting nude on Instagram. And she was in Mexico in those nudes. And she says that those nudes were old. Those were throwbacks. That's something that's really a reoccurring thing with Britney. She always claims, or whoever's posting this stuff on social media, they claim that these posts are throwback posts. However, these posts are all new posts. So there was never a baby bump. She was never showing like she claimed. And listen, please, for the love of God, before any of you come in my comment section and tell me how long it took for you to show when you were pregnant, or how long it typically takes for women to start showing when they're pregnant, I want you to realize this. Britney herself said that she was showing. It doesn't matter when you started showing. Doesn't matter when you started showing. It doesn't matter when women typically start showing when they're pregnant. What matters is Britney Spears on her Instagram account claimed that she was showing and that she had a baby bump. Therefore, all of the recent photos and videos that were being posted on her social media account were old. They were all throwbacks, although I can prove for a 100% fact that that is not the case. And we are about to do that right now. So, what I want you all to do right now, let's have an interactive video. If you're watching this video on your computer or a TV or something like that, and you have access to your cell phone and you have an Instagram account, what I want you to do right now is I want you to pull up Britney Spears' Instagram account. Because what we're going to do is we're going to point out and we're going to expose that, hey, we're being lied to. Are we being lied to by Britney Spears? Are we being lied to by someone that has, I guess, control of her Instagram account? I don't know, but we are being lied to. So now that you all have your phones out, and for those of you all who don't have Instagram and you're on your cell phone watching this video, don't worry, I'm going to bring up the receipts. I just want you all to watch for yourself. And if you could point out any other red flags, let me know down in the comments below. Okay. Where are we? So she claims that she lost the baby, correct? 2 days after claiming that she lost the baby, Britney Spears posts this video on Instagram of her running around with her tits out. And she claims that this is a throwback post. Now, mind you, even if this was a throwback post, is that not questionable behavior? To announce that you lost your miracle child, and then your next social media post are you running around naked on the beach with your tits out. Is that something that you think most sane people would do? Or do you think that's something that someone would do if they're dealing with some things mentally? Now she claims, hey, this is a throwback, everyone. This isn't recent. However, there's just one problem. In fact, there's two problems in this video. The dog. Once again, if you want to catch up, if you want to really understand what's going on here, if you want to basically finally realize that you're being lied to, all you have to do is look at the size of the dog. She got this puppy not that long ago. In all of these videos and pictures where she claims that these are old throwbacks, the dog is bigger than the last videos. The dog is visibly older. So these aren't throwbacks to before she was pregnant. These aren't throwbacks to last year or the year before. This is something that was taken this very day that she posted it. And the dog is the evidence that you need. It's all the evidence that you need. The dog. It's something that's so, just right there for you. In fact, I'm not trying to be mean here, but all of this stuff, you don't have to dig for it. It's almost like common sense. If you're not blinded by your fandom of Britney Spears and you're just looking at it from a non-biased perspective, it's blatantly obvious that everything on the social media page is a complete lie. Blatantly obvious. Yet people can't spot it. People are going to get mad at me for pointing this stuff out. Because all this woman has to do is say, hey, this is a throwback post. And everyone's like, oh, this is a throwback post. This is a throwback post. Never mind the fact that her dog is freaking grown in this video. But if that's not enough, man, it gets worse. It gets so much worse. So right now, a lot of you all are following with me, right? Some of you all are probably skeptical. Oh, you know what, Cinema Shogun? You don't know anything. How dare you? You're so mean. You're so cruel. This is a throwback post. Well, just one problem. Just a few hours ago, Britney Spears posts another video. In this video, she acknowledges that this is the current Mexico trip that she is on, when she got spotted by TMZ. You know, the Mexico trip where she was riding jet skis right after announcing that she was so-called pregnant? I mean, I'm not a rocket scientist here, and I'm sure some pregnant women ride jet skis. Don't get me wrong. Please don't attack me. But riding a jet ski while you're a couple of months pregnant, or you're in their first trimester, or however many trimesters, I don't even care. It's not a good thing to do. It's not a good thing to do. But in this video that she just posted today, she literally, God, man. All right, we're going to leave her kissing someone else's baby on the mouth part out for just a second. I'm going to come around to that. There's so many red flags here. In this video that she posted today, saying that this video is from her current Mexico trip, the dog is miraculously, just by some miracle, the same size as it was in the video that she says was a throwback with her running around with her tits out. And let's take it one step further. In this video that she posted today, saying that this is from this Mexico trip, she includes a clip of her running around with her tits out. The same clip that was in this other video that she claimed was a throwback before she was pregnant just 2 days ago. So she contradicted herself right there in front of all of our eyes, and everyone is still acting oblivious. But not just that, folks. I pay attention to the details. She has the same exact nails. Look at her nails. We're not just looking at the puppy anymore. Look at her nails. Her nails are the same in this video. They're the same in this video. Hell, her nails are the same in this video when she's twirling around in circles and she claims this is a throwback as well. It's not. All of these are current videos. She was never showing. I don't think there was ever a child within her. But don't worry, we're going to go further. We're going to go further than this. But what I'm trying to show you all is that she claims that these are throwback, or that this video that she posted immediately after saying she had a miscarriage, where she runs around with her tits out, she claims that that was before the pregnancy. It was before the miscarriage. Oh, that's some old photo. That's a throwback. No, it's a brand new video. And then 2 days later, you contradict yourself and you say this is the current Mexico trip because she got spotted by TMZ. Not everyone, not a lot of people, but a few people have had the guts to call it out. Me being one of them. So now the narrative is changing. Now all of a sudden, this throwback video of her running around after claiming to have just lost her baby, now this is a new video. So you tell me, do you think that Britney Spears would have lost her child and then ran around naked on the beach? Is that what you think she would have did? I mean, I'm almost at a loss for words here, people. It's so blatantly obvious. It's right there for you. So we're being lied to. Now, I'm going to get into more lies in just a moment. There's so many more. I'm sorry. This is probably a long video. And usually I like to keep my videos short and to the point. But there's just so much to unpack here. This is why, ladies and gentlemen, I went ahead and went out there and said what I said in those last videos. This is why. This is very alarming to me. And it should be to most people. It should be to all people. A woman announcing her miscarriage, and let's say that it is true. Let's say, hypothetically speaking, she really did lose a child. Why would you be running around naked on the beach a day later? Let alone, hey, I'm going to run around with my titties out on the beach and post it on Instagram right after telling everyone I lost my child. So even if this is true, that's still like something that you have to question. And this isn't me, like I said early on. I'm not here clutching pearls because this woman has her breast out. But you have to acknowledge the timing of this. It's odd. And then here she is, once again, twirling around in circles in her living room. It's like this woman has two settings. She's either in her living room twirling around, or she's out rolling around on the same exact beach. It's like her Instagram is so claustrophobic. Does this woman get to go anywhere? Better yet, is this woman even running this Instagram profile? So now we're going to go back even further. So you all probably remember when Britney Spears posted those nudes that she says were old from Mexico and that they were before she was showing, before she had a baby inside of her. Remember those nudes? She posted like 9 nudes in one day on Instagram. All of them look kind of the same with different filters. Honestly, I don't want to show them again on this video. I've already made 2 videos about it. Go look on her Instagram page. They're there. When she posted these nudes, I guess I'll try to show one. I don't know if YouTube would allow it. I had trouble the last time. But when she posts these nudes, look at her fingernails. They're the same exact fingernails that she has on the beach with her titties out, and the same exact fingernails that she has when she's kissing this stranger's baby in the mouth. So these throwback pictures from Mexico of her naked, they're new. All of these photos were from this latest Mexico trip. There was never a baby bump. She was never showing, and I don't believe this woman was ever pregnant. But let's take it one step further. Go ahead, if you're on her Instagram, go to all of those nudes. This is her in Mexico. She claims they're old. She has the same exact fingernails, okay? The same exact fingernails as she has in her recent video that she herself says, hey, this is new. This is recent. This isn't a throwback. So the woman has the same nails, just so happens to be in Mexico again. Obviously, this is new. But let's go one step further. Then she has this video that she says is a video dump. And she's twirling around in circles in a dress. Guess what? Same exact fingernails. But guess what? We're going to go one step further here. We're really putting on our little investigator. We're being an investigator today, right? Seriously, this is too easy. This is way too easy for me. Here she is. This is so easy. Here she is trying on dresses. Once again, hey, video dump. Before I was pregnant. Same exact nails, but we're going to go one step further. There's the dog again. The dog is the same size. Okay? So this isn't an old video, but we're going to take it one step further. Just in case the nails and the dog weren't enough for you, let's look at that floor in that video. Okay, look at that floor. All right. Now, bam. What we're going to do is we're going to go right here to this other post where she says she's in an undisclosed location eating baby chocolates. Now, listen. The video of her trying on these dresses, she says that's old before she was pregnant. This video she claims is new, but she can't tell you where she's at. Clearly, she's in Mexico. Clearly, that's the same floor. The same exact floor. People, we're being lied to. You're being lied to. I'm not being lied to at this point because I know the truth. At this point, if you've watched this video, all of you know the truth. It's just up to you whether you're going to accept it or not. And then we're going to have to figure out how to approach the situation going forward. Because this woman needs some help. Either this woman is going through some mental problems and she needs some help, or this woman has no idea there's someone running her social media profile that is making her look just insane. And she needs help that way. But there's something going on. There's something for a 100% fact going on here. Now, in the most recent social media post, she's talking about someone else's child. And in the video, she kisses the child in the mouth. This is a random stranger. She's walking down the street in Mexico, sees some random stranger holding a baby, goes up and kisses the baby in the mouth. Odd behavior. This is a bad video I put together of Mexico. It was pretty cool. I swear this baby was unbelievable. Most babies that small are extremely guarded. And if someone new holds them, they steer away from your face. It was so weird. She eyed me down from far away and I had to come near. I stood there. And then she reached out her arms. I held her for a while. And then she went straight to my face. She was fearless. She took my glasses off and looked into my eyes. I kissed her and fell in love instantly. I was like, shit, her mom is right here. It's going to be weird as F if I keep holding this baby. So I gave her back to her mom. Then she did it again. She put her arms out again. This baby who had never seen me a day in her life wanted me. Her mom then walked off. It was a moment I will never forget. P.S. Did you see me fall? I tried to be funny, but it wouldn't work. All right. Often, when women have mental breakdowns, they fake pregnancies. That's just the reality of life. It happens a lot. Also, if that doesn't work, sometimes they go after someone else's child. All I'm saying is I wouldn't want Britney Spears holding my baby right now. But the way she kissed this baby in the mouth, that's kind of questionable. The way she's going on this tirade about this child is really questionable. I get that Britney wants a kid. I get that Britney wants a family. I've made that clear that I think all Britney really wants is to settle down and have a family and to be able to normally raise her child. However, I just think Britney's going through some really messed up things right now. And in this statement, in this caption to this weird video of her kissing some stranger's baby in the mouth and her talking in chipmunk voices, all squeaky, this caption of just like how obsessed she instantly became with this stranger's child, it's like, you know, I can't put into words almost exactly what I'm trying to say here. But it's like this woman desperately wants a kid. And I feel like this woman is dealing with some mental issues. She wants a kid so bad that she would just create one in her mind and fake it for the world. And I think that's what happened. And it's beyond just me thinking that this is what happened. This is beyond an opinion at this point. Because I laid out the evidence for you all. And hopefully you all are on Instagram and you could see it as well. Because like I said, it's right here for anyone to see, as long as you don't allow yourself to be blinded. And it's very evident, all the way down to the same floors in the videos, the same nails, the dog being a certain size. It's all things that you could pay attention to. Really small details. But if you pay attention to it, you can place the timeline together and realize that all of this stuff happened from this current Mexico trip, way after she claimed to be pregnant, and some of these videos were taken after she claimed she had a miscarriage. Now, I know everyone's body is different, but I would think that, you know, a couple of days after you lose your baby, you're probably not running around on a beach. But like I said, when it comes to the Britney Spears situation, it's like you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. I could easily not talk about this and just talk about something else. But the only reason I talk about it is because I'm concerned. And I feel like everyone else is afraid to say something. And like I mentioned earlier on in this video, when I first voiced my opinions about her having a baby in the first place, there was so much pushback. Oh, women over 40 are having babies all the time now. It's perfectly fine. And then when she announced that she lost her baby, it was, oh, this is really common. Women who are 40 always have miscarriages. It's a high-risk pregnancy. So it's just like people will just form their opinions around whatever happened. It's just, and their opinions will change. Like, first it was, hey, no, Britney Spears is perfectly safe. She needs to have this baby right now. This is really common. Women over 40 are having babies now. And I voiced my opinion that this is a high-risk pregnancy. That there's several factors here that we need to consider. People shut that down. Then she loses her baby. And then it's, oh, you know, well, there's a lot of miscarriages. This is really common. You should know that. This has nothing to do with her covering it up. So basically, people's opinions just sway with whatever she does and with whatever happens. But me, I'm sticking to the facts and I'm sticking to the evidence that is right in front of us. And like I said, we've been lied to. All you have to do is take one glimpse of this Instagram profile and you will see it for yourself. Now, I don't want to believe that Britney Spears is just lying to all of us for attention, but that could very well be the case. But I think maybe there's something more sinister going on here. We really don't know. Have any of you heard Britney Spears really talk? Has she sat down and just said a complete paragraph in a video? You never really see her talking. You never really see anything from her. All we have is her twirling around in circles, her running around naked, and nothing else. There's nothing of substance here. It's like if someone wanted to prove someone was insane, they would do exactly what Britney is doing in her Instagram account. And every day that goes by and every post she makes, I'm just sitting here just awestruck that no one else just has the courage to say anything about this. It's like it's spiraling almost out of control. You know, when you reach the point that you have these when it reaches the point that you're saying that you're pregnant, and everyone literally can call out that this isn't real, and then it just so happens that she lost her baby, and then she's running around naked the next day, and then you could prove, like I have for you. That's the key thing you have to remember here. When you could literally prove that these videos are old and that these pictures are old, then what is being hidden from us? What is really going on? And to take it even one step further, you don't really have to do much detective work here, because Britney Spears contradicted herself in her latest post. And she even tries to joke about it at the end. Oh, look how I tripped and fell and I tried to play it off. Hee 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 tee hee 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 ha 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 ha. I'm not laughing. I'm not laughing because what you're doing, or what whoever is doing that's running her social media profile, they're being blatantly dishonest. Because 2 days ago, when that video was posted, it was said, hey, this is a throwback before I was pregnant. And then 2 days later, you post the same exact clip, same exact location, and you even state out your own mouth, this is this Mexico trip. No longer is this a throwback. This is the same exact video. It's like, what more can I say? The evidence is there for you all. The proof is in the pudding. It's all right there in front of your face. Like I stated at the beginning of this video, you can lead a horse to water, but you cannot make them drink. And I'm sorry, I did not mean to be mean. I know I went off probably for like 45 minutes here. But sometimes you got to take the kitty gloves off and you got to be honest. Because, I didn't come here to be mean or to be petty. I came here to be honest. And I came here to hopefully give other people the courage to speak up before something bad happens to this woman. If you're a real fan of Britney Spears, if you really consider yourself part of the Free Britney movement, then surely you should consider her mental health. Surely you should be concerned about some of the things that I laid out here before you today. And surely you should want to get to the bottom of, why are we being lied to? Or better yet, who's lying to us? Who's lying to us? Because there's something that we have to accept here. Either one, Britney's running this Instagram account, and Britney's definitely struggling with some mental health issues. Or someone else is running this account for Britney, and they're trying to make her look like she's suffering from mental health issues. You let me know what you think down below. But like I said, the evidence is all there, and it speaks for itself. But let me know if you notice any other red flags, if you notice anything interesting. I didn't, like I stated, when preparing to make this video, I don't prep anything that I'm going to say. Like, I just sit down and talk to the camera. But I do, prepare certain clips and I look at them. I didn't have to really try too hard. I really just looked at it and was like, okay, the dog's the same size, the nail's the same, floor's the same. And it's just like you could just, if you pay attention to those small details, like people's surroundings, maybe small little features of people that won't change necessarily just because their outfit changes. you could really peep game about a lot of the stuff that's happening right before our eyes, just like with Britney. But hey, whatever. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. I gotta go because there's so much more I can say, and maybe, just maybe, you guys could talk me into making another video about this. But let me know what you think down in the comments below. While you're down there, hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell, and I'll talk to you on the next video.